Hey guys, welcome to my channel. What happens when someone ignores a court order for 6 straight months and believes they can keep delaying the inevitable? In today's courtroom showdown, a divorce dispute takes a dramatic turn as accusations of locked property, unpaid legal fees, and broken agreements force the judge to step in. With both sides finally facing tough questions and serious consequences, the hearing quickly escalates into a tense legal battle that you won't want to miss. Stay with us until the very end to see how the judge resolves it all.
Well, this is my amended motion. This is my motion for contempt and amended motion for contempt. Mr. Jackson's here and we're ready to proceed.
Anthony Dwayne Jackson, come up. Have a seat at the table, please. All right. Mr. Jackson, you want to argue your motion? I'll be glad to hear it.
I'd like to put on a little proof.
All right. Call your first witness.
Please state your name.
Shauna Nicole Jackson.
And you're currently married to Mr. Anthony Dwayne Jackson. Well, no, you're not married. He was your husband. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Judge Wolf in March of 2021 put down certain specific orders that you and your husband were to follow. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
One is you were to have the real property appraised,
Yes, sir.
and the cost was to be divided equally.
Yes, sir.
Did you have it appraised?
Yes, sir.
Did he pay his half?
He is not yet.
And you also picked a specific time and date so you could go get your items of personal property.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to do that on that day?
I was not because he had a friend that passed away. And Judge Wolf had told us that if we could agree on another time, that would be okay.
Did he, in fact, were you able to agree on another day?
No.
Has he forbidden you from going on the property?
Yes.
Has he padlocked the property?
The last time I was there, yes.
The order also provides that he is to, if the property did not sell within a certain period of time, that the property was to be auctioned.
If he did not buy me out in a certain amount of time, yes, sir. It's to be auctioned off.
Were you able to have the auction?
No.
Was your auctioneer allowed to go upon or in the property?
Not that I'm aware of.
He was also ordered to pay half of your attorney's fees, the amount of $1,750. Did you do that?
No, sir.
In fact, Ms. Jackson, has he done anything he was supposed to do?
No.
And this has been 6 months now, and your personal property is still in that house.
Yes, sir.
Now, the property belongs to two of you, but he's the only one on the note.
Yes, sir. I'm on the deed.
Has he provided you any information about what's owed on the house?
No, sir.
If the payments are current,
No, sir.
it's in foreclosure?
No, sir.
No information whatsoever.
No, sir.
That's all I have.
Mr. Jackson, you are the defendant in this case, and you have the right, acting as your own attorney, to ask questions if you want to. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk or to give me your version of these events. And if you do want to ask questions, it must be in the form of a question. Do you have questions that you want to ask? You come to the podium. You'll be addressing the questions to Mrs. Jackson, and they must be in the form of a question.
Yes, sir. We're allowed to, we did have a discussion this morning, and we're allowed to resolve this. I have money to pay some of the fees and everything, and her sister's actually a realtor, and we're just gonna see if I can get her to sell the place.
Are you asking if you're able to resolve this?
Yes.
You want to talk to Mr. Jackson? You can't talk to her.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Mr. Jackson, do you want us to talk to him about trying to work this out?
Can I say one more thing, sir? I've already, we have.
You know, everybody's a Jackson here, so I just want to make clear. I'm talking to Mr. Andrew Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, we're very leery. proof before court at this time is he's done nothing for 6 months.
All right. Mr. Jackson, let me say this. You're under a court order, and when we leave here today, there will be a court order that is going to order this property to be auctioned, period. Because of the fact that my prior order says that it either come to an agreement. If you haven't done so, then the property would be auctioned, sold at auction. And my options are, if you interfere with that, then I have to put you in jail. I don't want to do that.
No, absolutely.
All right, you just listen to me, okay?
Okay.
The second is that I can remove you from the property if you interfere with the auction taking place. I can have you vacated, have the sheriff's department go out and physically remove you as though it were an eviction. I'd rather not do that. I think somebody needs to be there and try to get the best price you can at an auction. But the question becomes, do you have any reason why she can't come get her personal property? All right. And Mr. Jackson, we're going to do this in the form of a mediation. She's going to get her personal property. Ma'am, when do you want to go and get your personal property?
Well, I leave Saturday, this Saturday morning for vacation for a week, so I'm free open at any time after that.
Well, we can go today. I mean, we can start today.
Why can't you go today and get it?
If she's okay, if she's
I
okay.
don't have,
When do you want to go and get it?
I can help her.
All right, just let me ask her. When do you want to go and get your stuff?
as soon as possible. I mean, I've been,
All right, he says today. Today's pretty soon. You want to go today or you want to go a different day?
I mean, I could get some of it today, but I don't have the manpower to help me move everything right now.
I have a truck and a trailer and I will help, yes, sir.
She looks at you, she cuts her eyes at you as though she doesn't really take you at face value that you're going to help
I've had
her.
things happen to me
All right.
since,
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to order that she gets to take, if you need time to get somebody to help you get your stuff,
I prefer
okay. How long will it take you to find somebody to get it?
that. I may be able to do it Wednesday.
All right, Wednesday it is. What time?
Is that okay with you?
she has a key. And there's no
Wednesday's
time.
fine. Well, we're going to order it whether he's okay with it or not. I'm not trying to be short with you.
I'll just
but
be at
you-
work. I'll just be at work.
Wednesday, what time?
Well, I work Tuesday night, so maybe like noon.
All right, Wednesday at noon. That would be the 29th day of September at 12 noon. She will appear at the property and she'll pick up all of her personal property. And you will not interfere, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, you have a finger raised, so let me hear what your finger says.
Well, I know she's, got other jobs and stuff. She don't have to get it all out that day. You know what I mean? Like,
In other words, you're saying if she can't get it all that day, that you'll work, you're not gonna hold it against her.
she has a key.
You'll give her more time to get her stuff.
She has a
This is
key.
gonna be in the order. You
Yes, sir.
understand that? Because we're recording everything that we're saying.
Absolutely.
Not only that, this is all being broadcast on YouTube, live, so that everything you're saying is being picked up. So
Absolutely.
there'll be hundreds of, if not thousands of people who witness what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
And you'll be held to it, right?
Yes, sir.
You're not gonna threaten her, you're not
No,
gonna harass her, you're not gonna do anything that would prevent her from, any sort of problem. All right. Then noon Wednesday, she'll get everything she can get. If she needs more time, then he's agreed to do it. All right. Now, who have you got lined up as as an auctioneer, Mr. Jackson?
John, I'd like to address that if I might.
You may step aside the other Mr. Jackson, let Andrew Jackson, the attorney, have the podium for a minute.
We contacted Scott England. Of course, he couldn't get it done. With the market the way it is today, she has a close friend who thinks that
My sister.
she can get more than at least 20,000 more than the appraisal she paid for. So what we would like to do is for the court to alter its order or amend the order, give her an opportunity to sign a sales contract and get it sold for more than she thinks it can bring it auction.
You realize that's gonna delay the sale, right? Because if you list it for a sale, then it's auction, I can set a specific time period, it'll take place and it'll be done. It'll bring whatever it brings at absolute auction. If you do a listing, then clearly it's gonna mean that you have to list it. It may stay on the market for a day. It may go in 2 weeks. It may go in 2 months, but there's no guarantee how long it'll take before you get somebody.
I understand that. But
What I would suggest we do, Mr. Jackson, is to allow her to obtain a listing agreement with whoever this person is that thinks they can get more than the appraised value. And that listing price will be, that listing contract will be signed by both parties, because both parties are going to be under obligation to list and cooperate with the sale. In addition to that, if it does not sell within the listing period, which I'm assuming it would be a 6-month period, that's usual, typical at least.
yes, sir.
If it doesn't sell within that 6-month period, then the property would go to auction unless the parties otherwise agree. You okay with that, Mr.?
Her sister, I'm sorry.
Is there any way I can put in the papers which realtor we use? Because it's my sister.
I'm sorry, what?
Can we put in the papers that it will be sold by my sister?
As far as I'm concerned, it can be anybody you want to that thinks they can get that kind of a price for it. And since he's had 6 months, or he's had this period of time to try to get it sold and hasn't, then we're going to put it in your hands. And if you can't get it sold for this price, then we'll auction it. Both of you then be given an opportunity. He's already had his chance. Now you're going to be given a chance. Okay.
I wasn't aware that, I just thought in our first papers that if he didn't buy me out within a certain amount of time.
That's
then
fine.
it went up for auction.
And the only way he could buy you out is to try to get it financed. And it's clearly, I don't fault him for that, but we've got to fix your problem. So, all right. Now, the property will be listed at this recommended price, which is higher than probably appraised value, and we'll see whether or not there's any result.
Yes.
All right. The question then becomes,
There's a couple of things I'd like.
that's fine. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, he definitely should be ordered to pay his half of the appraisal fee immediately.
I'm sorry, what?
His half of what she paid for the appraisal,
Yes. He will
that would
pay.
be $229.50.
How long is it going to take you to pay $229 for the half their appraisal?
I'll pay that today.
We'll pay it today.
And I'd also ask for attorney's fees for him to come back over here, Carl.
I understand. You submit your affidavit and I'll determine it. Obviously, his portion of the sales proceeds will be used to satisfy the prior attorney's fees as well as this new one. So,
And of course, he currently owes $1,750 attorney's fees. He's over 6 months.
and that was ordered. And the problem we have is that ordering someone to pay their attorney's fees doesn't constitute a judgment. I will reduce that to judgment. It will be satisfied out of the payment, out of this money they get when they sell the property. Do you have $1,700 to pay?
If we can do it where it comes out of selling, what we make off the house, that would be great.
Mr. Jackson, I don't know that he's got the $1,700. I didn't order it to be paid as a contemptible type situation. I ordered it to be paid and he owes it. But if I reduce it to judgment, then you can guarantee it that it will be paid out of the proceeds of the sale so that you're guaranteed your money.
I'd like that.
All right, then that's the way we'll do it. And the new attorney's fee, submit your fee application for that and I'll look at it. So, but whatever the new amount is of this proceeding will also be paid as a judgment out of the proceedings here. So include that in your order. Now, anything else, Mr. Jackson?
Yes, sir. He is the sole signatory on the note. We don't know if it's current. We don't know what's owed. We don't know any of that. But we've asked the court to order him to provide that information to us.
Mr. Anthony Jackson, do you have any problem in providing them information about that? And can you do that within the next 48 hours? You say you're gonna within 48 hours give you the current status and payoff amount of the mortgage.
I'll get with, or do I need to get with Mr. Jackson or can I get with her or Karen, which is her sister?
Let him speak into that microphone if he's gonna talk. All right, go ahead.
Do I need to get with Mr. Jackson or do I need to get with?
Give it to Mr. Jackson. Andy Jackson, the attorney, is the one that needs that information. Okay? All right. So she's paid the cost of the appraisal. He's going to reimburse her 1/2 of that because the appraisal was part of the aspect of it. Then he's going to pay the cost of the attorney's fees for compelling, having to be brought into court to compel him to comply with a court order. Then beyond that, they're going to sell this property after she gets her personal things. You're going to list it, try to sell it. I want you to understand, Mr. Anthony Jackson, that you've got to keep the property in a marketable condition. Now, what that means is you can't trash it. You can't, keep a padlock on the door that keeps, realtors have this thing that they put on it that has a combination, that has a key that only they can get in if they have a combo. So they're going to have the right to come in and out of your house. So make sure you keep it in marketable condition, okay?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that if you don't do that and you trash it so that it's not marketable and they don't want to buy it, then you got to answer to me, and I don't want to put you in jail. So let's make sure that doesn't happen, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Anthony Jackson, do you have anything else?
I believe that's it, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Anthony Jackson, ask me anything you want.
Are we still doing 50-50 on the equity though, right?
After the payment of these things, the equity will be split 50-50, yes. But Mr. Jackson's fees for having to come back to court are being deducted from your half. But aside from that, we'll divide it in half, deduct those two attorney's fees costs from your half, and that goes from there. Okay?
That's great.
Your Honor, I know you reduced, you made the prior order of attorney's fees part of the judgment. If by the time this is sold, he has not paid those, then those fees also be deducted. In addition to what fees you grant for the day.
Yeah, maybe I didn't make that clear. Was it $1,750 that was before he was ordered to pay an attorney's fees and he hasn't done it? That is here today, reduced to a judgment. So it's the $1,750 he was previously ordered to pay as attorney's fees is now reduced to a judgment against him and will be paid for out of his proceeds from the sale. In addition to that, whatever attorney's fees I approve here will likewise, today for this hearing, will likewise be deducted from his portion because he's being forced into court. Your client's being forced to pay you to come to court to require him, and I'm saying this for your benefit, Mr. Jackson knows all of this, but you're being forced to come to court to make you comply with a court order. So whatever it cost her to do that in attorney's fees, you're going to have to pay. If you to comply with the court order, you wouldn't have to pay those things. But now, and so you see where this is going.
Yes, sir.
It's just costing you more money to make you comply with my order. So you cooperate and keep the house marketable condition, get this thing sold. You can go on with your life and be apart and not have to fool with either one of them again. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
No offense intended. So,
Good, thank you, Your Honor.
all right. Ms. Jackson, do you have something else you want to say?
Well, I just know earlier, I spoke with Anthony outside and he told me he had the $1,750 and it's part of the appraisal today and he could write me a check today.
He's going to pay the one half the appraisal today. And then the $1,750 is going to be paid out of the proceeds from the sale of the house. So,
Because I've already paid my attorney's fee.
well, I understand that the $1,750 is usually not ordered to be paid within a specific amount. It represents attorney's fees that are a punishment to someone, and that becomes a judgment against him. So just understand, Mr. Jackson knows he's going to get paid because this house gets sold. Okay, you'll be reimbursed for that money at the time of the sale of the house. All right, thank you. That will be the order. You need to draw the order for me, please.
I will, Your Honor.
This hearing makes one thing unmistakably clear. Court orders are not suggestions. They are legally binding, and refusing to follow them only creates more serious legal and financial consequences. Throughout the case, the court heard testimony about missed deadlines, unpaid obligations, restricted access to personal property, and repeated failures to comply with previous rulings. Instead of resolving the dispute months earlier, every delay increased the conflict and forced both parties back into court, adding even more expense and frustration. By the conclusion of the hearing, the judge established a detailed plan to move the case forward. The ex-wife was given a court-approved opportunity to retrieve her personal belongings without interference, while the sale of the home was placed under clear legal guidelines designed to protect the interests of both parties. The judge also addressed outstanding appraisal costs, attorney's fees, mortgage information, and future responsibilities, making it clear that any further obstruction could result in serious penalties, including contempt of court. Every decision was aimed at bringing the dispute to a lawful and final resolution. The biggest lesson from this case is that ignoring court orders rarely works in anyone's favor. Cooperation, honesty, and timely compliance are almost always less costly than resistance and delay. When legal obligations are ignored, the consequences continue to grow until the court is forced to intervene with stronger measures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.